because it's a score and we're off and running, guys, so now you can pay a lot of attention to how everybody's going to move through. Some people checking the shop first, as we're seeing with Rat and ParaTroopa and Squega, but Sage is actually heading straight down there. So we'll see what gets picked up. Now, these were hand-picked seeds. Actually, I guess I don't know if the racers are listening to the stream. So I was gonna say, Jack, you probably had something to do with picking. You had something to do with picking some of these. Yeah,
seeds, I did.
Right?
I'll try not to spoil anything, but Arachnus found this seed, and
Arachnus found this seed.
Yeah, so we kind of like would check to see. So that Ring of War is in the shop. That Rat and Rat just stepped on some spike trap there.
Now everybody, even Squega, has the Squega suit. So everybody got the plate mail, which is in a score run not a bad thing, because in this case a death ends your run. This is a 1 death situation. So if you die, there's no resetting. And so if you do go down, that's it. The score that you have at the top of the screen, so like in all of the pre-CoNDOR warm-up where I kept dying in zone 1, I would only get whatever, 200 gold or whatever I was at, so.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see exactly if they can actually kill the shop, because I don't think there's a very easy kill in this shop.
So if you bought the Ring of War, and then you'd have to use 1 bomb to aggro him, you can do that.
Right. What
so
he's gonna do here.
How much is the Ring of War?
150. What Rat's going to actually do here is he's going to throw his dagger, and he's going to actually try to catch up on these 2 spike traps.
Interesting. So did he get the... Oh, wow, that is genius. So yeah, everybody in the top... If you look in the top left, we're seeing... Is the shopkeeper coming, or what happened?
I think he might be caught.
Is he caught on something, or... That's so sketchy. What's going on here? Because if it's like... He's too far to be aggroed. I mean, Rat of anybody knows all this.
No, he's not too far to be aggroed. Like, it's just going to be a matter of...
oh, boy.
Yeah.
This is dangerous, because if Rat goes down, he's only got 70 gold.
Oh, look, there he is. Oh, he's going to...
Oh, wow, that was so close. Yeah, he just ate the damage, but he got the Crown of Greed in the first. This is crazy. So
that is so good.
So right off the bat, we're seeing a huge difference between all our racers, as the time is running out for all of our racers in this song. So we're going to see what happens. ParaTroopa bought a shovel, but will not be getting the Crown of Greed on this first floor. Rat got the Crown of Greed in an extremely interesting fashion. You're right, he was caught, so he needed to do a little bit better job of sort of clearing the path for the shopkeeper, and that was really impressive. So kudos to Rat, and he gets that Shrine Roar right.
No, he left the crown. Left the crown because you get the circlet from the Shrine.
He left the crown. Oh my god! And this is why the score runs are so interesting. So Rat immediately getting a very interesting start, but now he can't get the crown.
I mean,
whereas all of the other racers can. So that immediately puts him at a huge disadvantage, when originally he had the advantage. Crazy. And Ryan Clark is here. What is up, Ryan Clark? It is so good to see you. I want to turn CoNDOR into a score-only tournament thing, because these are so good. Like, just the different strategies. Okay, we've got Sage using the Ring of War on the kill. Sage picks up a golden flail pickup. I don't know if they were aware of that, and a bomb spell. So that second shop was actually so good.
Right.
Rat isn't going to be able to get any of it because he killed the shopkeeper.
Exactly. So here's kind of the thing in this seed.
Oh, he's got a golden crossbow. I'm sorry, I can't stop talking because he just got a golden crossbow. Can't afford it. And it's a golden crossbow, whereas Sage has an excellent weapon, a golden flail, and the Crown of Greed. Rat is at a huge disadvantage at this point.
So this is kind of what we were looking at, because you get a monocle from that Shrine of War, and you can actually see that there is a barrel in 1-1 that has a coupon. So one of the things you can do is get the coupon and then take the Ring of War. Okay, so it looks like
Rat down.
Oh my god.
He died he went for the gold kill because he really wanted the gold weapon, and he got trolled by a teleport on the gold shopkeeper. And Rat, that's gonna hurt. Rat has got an uphill battle. Yeah, you can see from there. Oh, Oh, he died from blood debt.
Yeah, he had to move down. He just kind of freaked out. He moved
right,
down.
But he wouldn't have had a weapon.
Weapon, yeah. So either way,
he assume that the blood would have been free if he aggroed the shopkeeper?
No, I think he just moved down.
Well, but he needed a weapon.
Like he needed a good teleport. What he needed was a good teleport, and it was a bad teleport.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And it was a bad teleport, so he had no chance.
And that puts Rat at a huge disadvantage. At this point, yeah, everybody else has a higher score. Insane.
Oh, he did think it would become 3. Will says he did think it would become 3.
Oh, he did? Okay.
So Squega, I want to point out the way Squega actually killed. There's a spear on 1-2, and he used the spear, and the dagger. He threw the dagger at the shopkeeper to aggro him, and he killed them off with the spear and the Ring of War. So there's a variety of different ways to kill the shopkeeper.
Yeah, I love that we've seen such a variety already. Keep in mind, guys, these are the exact... So it's possible that everyone could play identically in these races, but we've already seen such variety. It's fascinating.
Yeah, I don't know if he thought he was gonna, but he honestly needed the gold weapon. If you're gonna get the gold, if you're not gonna get the crown. And not going to get a gold weapon, then there's really no point in just running it. So he needed to just try and get the gold weapon and try and get like a 4,000 run and hope that wasn't going to like completely troll him.
Yeah, now Sage is the first to her boss fight here, and she's fighting Korif. So I guess Korif is going to be the first boss for everybody. So we'll see as Paratroopa and Squega get there. Sage
also has
moving a little faster.
Purple scrolls. She also has 2 purple scrolls.
Oh, wow. Where'd that other purple scroll come from?
I believe there's a giant enemy on 1-3 next to the stairs.
So everyone hasn't quite seen it yet, potentially.
So Squega was trying really hard to get the Minotaur to open that pawn shop, and he couldn't, so he just did the bomb spell. Well, the pawn shop is really good. Oh yeah, see, there's gonna be the purple scroll from Squega.
Oh,
well, he can he can blood magic to kill the pawn shopkeeper, and that's 600 gold. If he blood magic bombs him and then like hits him with the Ring of War and the flail. And the other thing is, which I think he's going to do right now, you can sell the plate armor, and that would give you like 240 gold.
Oh, I see. So you could really YOLO it if you want.
Yeah, but he's not going to, but I probably would. But with Rat already down, you know you're going to get a point. So it might be a good idea to just try and finish. And get your point.
Yeah,
and
that's a good point. Especially
like
if this is where you could watch
ParaTroopa just went down. ParaTroopa just went down.
Bombed himself, and that was an unnecessary use of a bomb. But I guess it was bomb spell.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to kill. He just kind of panicked because he got a bad fight.
Yeah. Wow, and that's another down racer at 700 gold. So, and both of our other racers are ahead. So what could happen in these races is you could see someone might be behind someone who lost, and they need to at least make sure that they pass that person in gold, just to at least get the extra point on here. Now, yes, so this is a point-based system. I think it's, do you know what it is? Is it 3-2-1?
Yeah, it should be 3-2-1.
3-2-1, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna throw up the scoreboards for our dead racers. So basically, if our racers want to practice or warm up or anything like that, I'm just gonna cover up their thing there. So, and you know who's been knocked out. So right now we're just looking at Sage and Squega facing off for those extra points. Nextra. Okay, sure. Why not, Elad? Say things like that. Oh, that's of course, Paratroopa didn't realize that the Shrine of War brought those tentacles all up to 2 hearts.
Oh, that is true. So yeah, you definitely get surprised there when you expect to kill the...
Sage down. Looks like death in the
arena.
There, and I didn't see what happened. So hopefully she'll do the up-down, because I missed that. But I think that's gonna put Squega ahead.
Yeah, Squega's already ahead by 300
I forget if we call it or not.
I think since total gold, I think total gold might be a tiebreaker. So maybe we should ask Will. Oh no, yeah, I think we're just gonna. We might just call it, but it's I guess it's Will.
I'm asking. He'll say. She jumped into the mage. Yeah, and maybe it was just forgetting that there was the full health thing. So yeah, Squega definitely wins this round. I just want to verify. Okay, we are calling it. According to Will. So, oh wait, hold on. I'm getting some messages here. Oh, because of tiebreak, we're gonna keep going, and I think that's fair. Because what we're doing is score runs here anyways, and we've got lots of time. We sort of factored in a half hour per race, so we've got lots of time for the races. And Squega killing his leprechaun there.
I don't think it really matters. I mean, it's a little... He was worried earlier because he hasn't really done a whole lot of these, so remembering when you're going to get your leprechaun, and remembering, to plan for it is kind of rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and absolutely. He's got no problem handling his, although this red bat is kind of... Oh, he just jumped at the red... But he's got the lucky charm, doesn't matter. With the charm, it doesn't matter. He can jump at that red bat all day, every day, and it won't kill him.
Right. Yeah, he'll be fine with that lucky charm. And honestly, it's surprising the deaths, considering I would say that the gold flail is probably the best gold weapon. I don't know. Do you think?
I would say if you're just like for survival, yeah, the flail is probably the safest. In terms of actual like score running, the rapier is the best because it saves you a lot of beats.
Right.
From both the 2 damage and the moving forward. And you're probably going to find some damage up, like the Ring of War. The Ring of War and the Rapier is such a good combo together that just that alone kind of makes it the best weapon, because you can just mash forward and kill everything really quickly.
Now, Squega actually missed an opportunity to open up that barrel, which I'm sure is going to raise Ryan's ire a little bit. He had gold. He actually masterfully moved the dirt golem into next to the barrel, jumped onto the gold, but then opted to kill a diagonal enemy instead of whacking the barrel. And whacking the barrel would have opened it, and then obviously would have been able to kill the enemy on the next beat. So that is something that you can do. Because you do infinite damage with your gold weapon, once you step on a pile of gold, you could have opened up barrels, and that can be really useful in these races for various reasons. There's a bunch of stuff you can get.
Yeah.
Ryan was sad.
You can get bombs, you can get some gold, you can get... like something like a frost charm is helpful because you can get hit and then not lose your multiplier and not lose any health. You can get you can find like a blast helm, which is 3 more bombs plus some helm swapping strats. You can put down your crown and get some more, leave some gold in the ground. Shrine of Space for Squega too.
Yeah.
So he's got the 2 good scoring shrines for this, and he's not even opening his secret shop right there. But
is that a secret shop? Yeah, I guess it would be.
Yeah, it'd have a pickaxe. But I guess it doesn't really matter. He just lost his multiplier by saying hello to a mole.
Oh, I hate when that happens, those stupid moles. Yeah, so just according to Will there, just to sort of reiterate it, especially if people aren't reading chat, it is a thing that we didn't really account for what would happen if 3 people died and 1 didn't, and that's because last score run, that didn't happen. So it was just kind of unexpected. And I mean, the game has changed dramatically since our last score races. I don't remember when it was, but it was months ago when we did it, and there's been a lot of updates since then. So I don't know how it's been affected, but I mean, that could be a thing.
Let's see. So the leprechaun had just been put in because it was very new.
That's right. It was like score. It was like score got revamped like 2 days before we did the tournament.
It was that, and it was the gold buff had just been put in, but Caden still only had 2 hearts.
Oh, that's true. And we're seeing deaths this time.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Kinda funny. And just to point out to Rat, I think you're lucky in this case that you you get 0 points, but at least, it's not contingent on your score. Because, yeah, losing out on the Crown of Greed and then the gold weapon, I think that was just crazy how that kind of got off kilter, especially with such a good way to get, it was such an impressive 1-1 from Rat.
Yeah, just to get that kill.
It was so good. And then it just, the Shrine of War, if he had 2 more beats in that song, if Danny B decided to make that song 1 bar longer, Rat would have been able to go and be like, oh shoot, okay, let me go pick that up real quick. But instead, nope. I think Danny B probably foresaw that. He is a sage, I think, some kind of sage, as is Sage. But I think he can see the future.
Let's see. I forgot what I was going to say. Squega's taking his time here. I don't... Yeah, he's using blood magic to bomb. Oh, there's Ham on the level. I think that's why he's doing it.
That makes a lot of sense. Of of course.
Yeah.
Ham.
He has 2 purple scrolls, so I mean he can like really milk this score.
Oh yeah, he's still looking good, and he's got the obsidian shovel as well, so he'll be able to dig the shop walls.
He lost his multiplier. Oh, he's got to deal with the war.
Oh, that's
but
true.
he has 2 damage though. So
oh yeah, so it's not a problem at all. It's essentially like fighting the normal one, except for the king. Although he wouldn't be able to one-shot it anyways, even if it was 3 health.
And see, the good thing is he lost his multiplier because he couldn't make it in time to the stairs, but because there's like 16 pieces to kill, you get your multiplier back.
Not as big of an issue with this particular boss. I guess, is there any boss where you won't be able to get your full multiplier back? I guess Death Knight 3?
If you're, no, because you can farm the summons.
Oh, the spawns, of course. Incoming.
So,
he ate a little bit of damage there.
From I think it was a goblin.
I think the gray goblin got him, and that actually did mean that he. So one thing you want to do when you're doing score runs, which of course I couldn't do while I was showing everyone, but I can talk about, because it's easier to say than do, is you want to keep your multiplier high, especially against mini bosses and high gold enemies. So like the Minotaur, he wants to make sure he kills everything first. And look at this. Oh, there's a big pile of gold for him. 144 coins just from that one enemy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And actually, this food shop is extremely close. If he Giganticism scrolls this...
Yeah, I would definitely go ahead and just...
think of the... And he's going to get a bunch of health with that...
Yeah, go ahead and purple scroll this right here. Which looks like he's going to do.
Yeah, so he's going to purple scroll. So this is something we should see a lot more of tonight. Where basically you purple scroll, it makes you gigantic, and then you can dig out these gold walls. It's the only real way to do it, unless you have a blood shovel. We might see some blood shovels later tonight, I would imagine, which will be interesting as well, because every time you dig gold... now, does it dig out the 3 like that?
It digs out... Yeah, if you dig in a corner, you'll get 4, actually.
Okay.
You're probably going to see more...
see, I would be going for the other shop, because it was so close by.
I don't think he had enough time.
Oh, you're right, he didn't have enough time.
The food shop is big, so... it's a little bit bigger than like the glass shop and whatnot, so that's fine. You're gonna see, it's harder to find a seed that doesn't have a blood shovel than one that does, because you can find them in barrels and stuff. So I think you'll see, it'll be interesting to see if some people will use kind of the risky blood shovel strats, because you can go down to like half a heart if you found like a ring of regen or something.
Yeah.
You just go down to half a heart every level, but you know,
and then you get
it's kind of risky.
Yeah, you get up. Yeah, exactly.
You might see some people like keep the obsidian shovel over the blood shovel just because so they can open their shops and stuff without actually having to
hurt themselves.
Yeah.
Because hurting yourself in that situation, especially if you have something like a bomb spell or other thing that you need the help for the blood magic, that kind of thing. Yeah, that might be a bad game plan ultimately.
Yeah. The blood shovel is slightly more efficient than the blood magic bomb spell. It's like it's actually about twice as efficient than the blood magic bomb spell. Because you can get 80 gold for 1/2 heart, whereas the blood magic you get like 33 gold for a half heart.
Oh, okay.
Or you get 100 gold for 1.5 hearts. So overall, the blood shovel is a little bit better. Plus, you can also get the blood drum, but that only gets 1 for half a heart.
Oh, see, I didn't realize the blood drum worked for that, but I saw that in chat. Cyberbenning was saying that, and I really actually didn't know at all. But I really don't score run. I may once the full release happens and once I get all the world records in speed. So once that happens.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so the blood shovel digs like you have a purple scroll all the time.
Right.
Anytime you dig an actual like anytime you dig a stone wall or something that's not dirt. So yeah, he killed the conjurer there. You only get a bag of holding out of it, which is...
I think it just was where the bomb was. I think the bomb... Yeah, so it's not a big issue there. What's up, Das? How's it going? How's it going, everybody in chat? Nice to have you all here, by the way. Thanks for coming. Yeah, so we're doing a score tournament here. We have 4 racers in this first heat. The next heat is going to be the other 4. We have 8 total. And then we're going to do 2 more rounds where we're going to jumble up the racers. So 2 more rounds of our 8 racers, if that makes any sense. So.
Oh, and you'll see the Ring of War actually, one thing it does, it turns all your blue dragons in Zone 3 to red.
Oh, that's right. So you're guaranteed.
So even though he has the Shrine of War, which kind of guarantees your red dragons become blue, he has the Ring of War, which turns the blue dragons red again.
Oh,
so it's kind of a weird
strange.
interaction.
I didn't know that.
It also will upgrade your mini bosses. So like on 2-1 or 3-1, you can get Banshees or Nightmares that are like the smaller version, like the 3 health version. But with the Ring of War, you get the 5 health version all the time.
Guaranteed, yeah. And they'll have more gold associated.
Yeah, it's like 10 or so more base golds. That ends up being like 33 more gold or something.
With the gold, with the multiplier plus the
gold weapon. Yeah.
Gold weapon. Well, oh right. I was like, what about the Shrine of Rhythm? Oh wait, that's right. So
yeah,
we banned
no Shrine
of
Rhythm. Yeah, because it's guaranteed on every seed now in the Shriner on 1-1. And a lot of people just don't really have a lot of fun with it, and it's kind of it scares some people off too, because I mean there's only a kind of like a handful of people that are consistent with it, right? And even they like do end up dying a whole lot. So it just increases the chances that we end up with a bunch of people dead. But oh wait, we ended up with a bunch of people dead.
Yeah,
anyway.
it ended up happening anyways. That's true. Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next seed. I'm not sure. Did you choose the next seed?
I'm not exactly sure what seeds we're going with.
Oh,
but
we're gonna go with. Oh, fair enough.
I do think I did do the next one if we're going in order of the.
Okay.
I do think I did.
That you made, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. And thanks again to you. And it was you, Dune, and Arachnus who chose the seeds. Is that right?
Will also pitched in.
Oh, Will also did as well. Awesome.
Yeah. Well, in between learning how to become a lawyer or
whatever
it is he's
doing. Maybe
Yeah.
a judge or a lawyer or I don't know, a legal aid, something. One of those. I have no idea. A paralegal? Is that actually? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't know much about law, and I took criminology in university. Good. Can I be allowed to post to Twitter? Of course you can, Will Boy. Yep. I think you're talking about the Harpy, which, of course, Pun Factory. Brace yourself, games. The Pun Factory. Harpy, right?
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good. How are there so many musical puns for enemies? And songs and items.
Just go ahead and purple scroll this shop, Squega. It's fine.
Yeah. He's on 3-3, so he should use his purple scroll if he wants to get optimal amounts of gold. And so, how much gold do we expect without using the Shrine of Rhythm? Like 8 to 10?
I guess it kind of I would say it kind of depends on the shrines, but yeah. So this Squega didn't play this perfectly, but he got 2 purple scrolls, and he's gonna end up with, if you add 1,200 for keeping your beat on the last boss, he's gonna end up with something around 9,000.
Right.
So something like maybe almost 9,000. So I mean, and that's with the 2 best shrines other than Rhythm.
Right.
There are other decent shrines for score, but I mean, they're nothing to write home about. But these are the ones that are really good.
Yeah.
But
so
he
Shrine
got
of
hit.
War and Shrine of Space. Shrine of War, of course, upgrading all of your enemies to the harder version, and Shrine of Space giving you more rooms with more enemies in it. Or one
extra room, but it also sometimes adds extra secret rooms, and so you can get extra barrels or extra.
Oh, of course.
Extra bombs and stuff like that. So, he could have just dug the throne, but I mean, he's got the blood magic, and he should holy water here, or maybe he can get a gold kill. Yeah, holy watered, and that's going to be almost 9,000. And if he would have gotten a better leprechaun, it would have been fine. Oh, he's going to check the purple.
If he had a
for
better
scroll
one,
of
it would have
riches.
been over 9,000.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, over 9,000.
And that's it. GG. Congratulations, Squega, on finishing the run. Really nice with a final score of 89.02. That's pretty good. So we'll see how that stands up with everybody else. Now, it will be different seeds. I'm going to swap the racers. It looks like it's going to be